Dear friends, for the month of June, the month of the most sacred heart of Jesus, let us reflect on God's love for us and our love for God with the doctor of divine love himself, St. Francis de Sales.
Chapter 20. That we ought not to desire to do more than we can. We may very rightly make simple wishes which witness to our gratitude. I may say, alas, why am I not as fervent as the seraphim, the better to serve and love my God? But I must not amuse myself with forming desires, as if in this world I was to attain to that exquisite perfection, or say, I desire this, I will set myself to attain it, and if I fail of reaching it, I shall be unhappy. I do not say that we ought not to put ourselves in the path of such perfections, only we must not desire to reach it in one day, that is to say, in one day of this mortal life, for this desire would be a torment to us and a most useless one. It is necessary, in order to travel well, for us to attend to the accomplishment of that part of the journey which is immediately before us, to get over the first day's ground, and not to amuse ourselves with desiring to accomplish the last day's journey, when our business is to make an end of the first. I will express it in one word, which I beg you to bear in mind. We sometimes amuse ourselves with the idea of being good angels when we are not laboring to make ourselves even good men. Our imperfections must accompany us to the grave. We cannot walk without touching the earth. We ought not to lie and welter there, but we also ought not to think of flying. We are as yet unfledged. We die little by little. We must therefore make our imperfections die with us day by day. Dear imperfections, which makes us recognize our misery, exercise us in humility, in contempt of ourselves, in patience and diligence, and in spite of which God considers that preparation of our heart which is perfect. Earth as we are, let us walk on earth, since the deep sea turns our head and makes us reel. Let us remain at our Lord's feet with Mary. Let us practice those little virtues which are adapted to our littleness. And there are virtues that are exercised rather in descending than in ascending, the better for our weakness. Such are patience, the bearing with our neighbor, and doing him service, humility, sweetness, courage, affability, the endurance of our own imperfections, and other little virtues like them. I do not say that we are not to ascend by means of prayer, but it must be step by step. I recommend to you holy simplicity. Look close before you, and do not look at those dangers which you see afar off. You fancy they are armies. They are only trees at the distance, and whilst you are gazing at them, you may make some false steps. Let us have a firm and general purpose of intending to serve God with all our heart and all our life. And this done, let us not think of the morrow. Let us only think of achieving the present day well. And when tomorrow shall have arrived, it too will be called today, and then we shall think of it. Besides this, it is necessary that we have a great confidence in the providence of God and a resignation to it. We must make provision of manna for each day, and no more. And let us have no doubts, God will rain manna tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and all the days of our pilgrimage.
Always remember, be who you are, and be that well. May God bless you.